Hello friends, it's Daryl, and today we have another video for you on local history of Sanilac County, Michigan, which is in the lower mid-thumb region of the state. Today's video takes us to the small town of Germania, Michigan, and it's a stretch to call it a town, although it did have a post office. So we're going to say that it makes it a town, a ghost town, a shadow town, however you want to call it, but it's a community where people moved to and lived, and then kind of like dissipated after the start of the 20th century. Probably in the 1910s and 1920s, it had pretty much vanished. The little store may have lasted a little longer from what I've read, but I've been unable to find any pictures or images of the store. And this town doesn't have a cemetery associated with it either, which is kind of surprising. There's also, on the old plat maps, I'll show you a schoolhouse listed a mile north of the post office location, and there's no trace or pictures or images of the schoolhouse either. Germania is located about 4 miles east and 4 miles north of Marlette, Michigan. Well, let's have a look at the maps then and now and show you what little bit I was able to find about this town. Here we are driving north on Germania Road from Marlette Road, and we're looking east, coming up on the corner where the little community was centered called Germania Corners back in the day. And if we look right over here, we can see the lot on the corner and the historic marker sign right there that marks the site of the original post office, general store, and barber shop. The area was first settled about 1873 by a group of people from the Saxony region of Germany. In this 1894 map, we see lots of old German names and the church being there at that time too. By 1917, we can see that most of the old German names are gone, along with the church, and the post office had closed in 1911. I think it's really cool that a group of local people got together, had this historic marker made and placed in order to preserve the history of this little-known intersection here in Sanilac County. Thanks to these people very much. They posted a QR code, some photos, and a bit of history about the area. And we talked about the church being here that long. If we look, the first building to the east of here as you leave the corners sure looks like that church in that picture there that I showed you. I would think that's probably the same building, but I can't say 100% for sure. If we go a little bit further down this road here to the east, we can see another very old building that's in very good shape and it would certainly date back to the early days of this settlement too. According to the listing website, this building was built in 1915 on 0.6 acres, has 5 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and you could own it for $150,000. Not too shabby. These are the kind of small towns and forgotten places I really enjoy exploring and learning about. If you have any such places you'd like to recommend, please drop a note in the comments, and I will try to get to them to check them out for myself. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.